My grandmother has been one of the biggest inspirations for me, and honestly, there's so many things I have to say, and I can't tell all of them, but she's so intelligent, so nice, so accepting. There's honestly nothing you can't love about her, and she keeps it all up at, like, an old age. That's amazing. No one else would be able to do that.
Cathy's taught me never to give up. The issues that all of us are engaged in Cleveland's civic life are really tough, and they're long-term. And to really have an impact, you have to stick with them for the long term. And that's what Cathy has not only taught me, she's demonstrated time and time again. And the work that we're seeing being achieved today with the greater investment in early childhood education, for instance, in many respects is built on her shoulders and the work that she's done for many years. And that's an inspiration for us, that we need to all keep that in mind.
There's always somewhere at the heart of her agenda what is happening to children and how can we bring greater resources, get more people involved.
She always tells me to just, whatever you think in your mind, it will happen. So if you say, I can't do this, or I'm not gonna do this, you're probably not gonna do it. That's what she always says, and it's true, so yeah, I'm probably gonna remember those words forever.
My grandmother has taught me to always have a positive attitude and to let anyone into your heart.
When I think of Cathy, I think of the famous comment that Bobby Kennedy made about when somebody stands up for a principle, it's like tossing a stone into a pond and seeing ripples of compassion spread out. And that's really how I think about Cathy. And in her case, it's been a whole handful of stones that she's thrown into the water that is going to ripple forever in ways that we can't even estimate right now.
If I had to describe Cathy in just a few words, I would say commitment, courage,
passion, caring, energetic.
That's easy. Kind, athletic, easygoing, accepting, and sometimes a bit strict.
She always talks to people, she talks to strangers, and she makes friends every day, and she's always willing to learn new things.
Gramsci has done so many things to provide us with, like, joy and comfort and all of that other stuff. And she has been such an amazing support for Cleveland, for her grandchildren, for her children, and so many other people.
Cathy, we're deeply grateful for everything you do for Cleveland, especially for our kids. And I also have to say, we really miss you at the Gun Foundation. You were such a great source of inspiration for our work, and you still are. And we know that you're out there doing the same kind of work that we care about every day. Thank you so much.
Gramsci, I love you, and all those things you said to me, I will never forget. And you're very special. You're probably one of the most special people in the world to me.
I am honored by the honor itself, but I'm especially honored to share this honor with Cathy Lewis because of what she stands for, her life's work, her commitment, and her ability, in the language of my elders, to keep on keeping on.
You're the best. You've taught us so much.
Gramsci, we love you.
Tamira Parker, one of our PEP students, is here to help present this award to Cathy Lewis. Tamira and Cathy, if you would both join me here at the podium.
PEP is proud to celebrate Cathy M. Lewis as its 2016 PEP Rally for Kids Honoree in recognition of her energetic spirit, visionary leadership, passionate and compelling advocacy, and unwavering commitment to building bright futures for all our children.
Thank you all so very much. I am deeply honored and humbled and obviously overwhelmed at the moment to receive this honor today, most especially in the company of our friend Otis, who is one of the world's most important voices for justice, peace, and hope. I accept this recognition on behalf of all the incredibly dedicated people who work with children at PEP, day in and day out, and also on behalf of all of you here today that work on behalf of children and those who are not here. You and they are the ones who do the real work, and it's hard work. Receiving this recognition from PEP has caused me to do a bit of self-reflection on what my role has been and hopefully will continue to be. This thinking took me back to my high school days, and that's pretty far back. I went to a 1,000-person high school in California. A number of us, both boys and girls, found ourselves on the rally committee. Every Friday on a football game day, the entire student body was brought into the gym. The job of the rally committee was to use our voices and our energy to motivate the students to go to the game that night and cheer our team on to victory. We were cheerleaders. All of us in this room are a special kind of cheerleader. We are cheerleaders for children, and every day is a game day. What are we working for? We want every child to have a healthy birth, adequate shelter, enough food, and a safe, loving, and nurturing environment so that each child can reach his or her full potential. Our world is changing. It desperately needs our very best people to lead the change for good. We hear all the time that children are our future. So these leaders will be our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren. We've made a lot of progress, but there is so much more to be done. What must happen? We must make children the #1 priority in our country, and soon. I confess, I don't know exactly what that strategy is at the moment, but I know we must get there. I make the pledge I hope all of you will make with me to lend your voices and your energy to make it happen. So I send each of you away with a task. Between now and this luncheon next year, I ask each of you to recruit at least 1 new member to join our Cheerleaders for Children team. Ask them to lend their voices and their energy to help make children the #1 priority in our country. If we can make this happen, and I believe it must, the rest will take care of itself. Our children and their children will make our world a better place for everyone.